Hello Year 6, my name is Mr. Anis. I'm the Key Stage 3 coordinator from Featherstone High School, and it's unfortunate that we can't meet face to face, so the lesson is recorded and I'm sure your teacher will play for you. There would be moments that I would like for the recording to be paused so you could do the activity, and then when you need it, it might be repeated back to you to make sure that you don't miss instructions. But we're pretty much looking forward to meet you in September. The lesson is a puzzle that I would like you to solve, and the puzzle name is the Magic Sum puzzle. What it is that if you have met the square magic, or magic square I should say, it's very similar to that. Now you've got 7 boxes in there and you've got 7 numbers from 1 to 7, and you need to fill each box with a number, so the sum or the total is added to the same number. For example, if I add all these numbers together, the 1, the 5, the 7 and the 2, the total is 15. And if I add these numbers, the 2, the 4, the 3 and the 6, it also adds to 15. So the number 15 is the magic sum or the magic total. Okay, so that's what the puzzle instructions are. Now what I would like you to do is to try the same way if you can come up with a magic sum, but here the 4 is given to you already. You still have to use the number from 1 to 7. You can't repeat the numbers in boxes, and I will give you about 5 minutes to complete this. So if the teacher can please pause this and allow students to complete the task, and do share your ideas with people that are sitting next to you, and maybe if you have a pattern, a strategy, you can share with the class as well. Now, okay, thank you for having a go at this, and if you have had a go, there is a possible way that you can arrange these numbers from 1 to 7, and what you have, the total here is this is one possible way, by the way. It might be different ways that you have arranged. So my magic sum for these number with the 4 in the middle is 4 and 3 is 7, 7 plus 7 is 14, 14 plus 2 is 16. And the same way, if I add the number down way this way, it's 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 5 is also equals to 16. So the magic sum for this particular combination is 16. Now you might have, like I said, a different magic sum, but please share that with the class and see if you got the same answer as the rest of the class. Okay, now the next kind of another problem that I would like you to solve is, now there is no numbers in number here, so you have to come up with numbers in a range to make the sum now this time 17. So your magic sum has to equal to 17. Okay, you're still working with 1 to 7, some number from 1 and all the way to 7, and still no repeats, and your total you have to make is 17. So do have a go at this, please, and you might end up with arranging in a different order, but the total has to be, or the sum has to be 17. Do have a go at this, please. Again, if the teacher can just please pause this and allow students to have a go at this, and I will reveal the answer very shortly. Okay, so one of the combination that I've arranged the numbers from 1 to 7 to give me the sum, or the magic sum 17, is this way. And there might be a different way that you've arranged it, but the total has to be 17. And here's one way of working this out. Okay, so now the next part of this activity is that I would like you to think about, can you make a magic sum of 14 with the same numbers, 1 to 7. And then, because you would have tried a couple of examples previously, can you come up with a strategy and see how do you arrange those numbers, and why some numbers can't be arranged in order to have that particular sum that you're looking for? So in this case, 14. And also for part B, can you come up with a way that you can make the magic sum of 13? Is it possible? If it's not possible, you need to come up with an argument. Why is it not possible to make this magic sum of 13? And then we would have done 3 or 4 examples by now. So your challenge part here, it asking you to see if you can come up with the minimum and the maximum magic sum. What is the number that you can have the most in here, or the highest number, and what's the number that's the lowest number of magic sum? Okay, so do have a go at this. Again, if I could allow you guys, and the teacher will allow you to pause the video and have a go at this, and we will resume very, very shortly. Okay, so welcome back. Thank you for having a go at this. What I have as a solution for the 14 are these combinations that I've got. So 1 to 6 or 5 to 3 adds to 14, and 1 to 7, 4 and 2 also adds to 14. Now 13 is not possible, and you might have different reason for this. But if you think about it, that we've got numbers 6 and 7. So if I put the 6 and 7 somewhere over in here, and if I add them together, it gives me 13 already. So obviously we are equal in 13. The target number is 13. And the remaining number, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These numbers. Now, you might be able to link the smallest number, or put the smallest number in here. So the smallest number are 1 and 2, possible way. But you see, it's already exceeded this. And you have to have 4 numbers in each straight line downwards. So 13 is not possible. Okay, so hopefully you've worked that out as well. So the smallest number, perhaps the magic number, has to be 14. And the highest number, hopefully you will have discovered that it would have been 17 as well. Okay, so now mathematical task, always you can alter it, you can change it to see what happens. So now in this sort of exercise, this activity, what I would like you to think about, what if you have 9 numbers from 1 to 9 with 9 squares? Can you make a different magic squares? Of course, the number would have changed. So your target is, in this first example, can you make a magic sum of 27 in here using 9 squares instead of 7 squares, and work it with numbers from 1 to 9? Can you come up with it? And then if you have time, can you come up with as many magic sum as possible, like the previous task, using the numbers from 1 to 9? And how many are there? So there are questions that you can answer and explore further if you have time, if you wish to, and see what are the smallest number that you can make, what are the highest number sum you can make with these numbers. And like I said, if you have time, so the teacher will allow you to have a go at this. And if you haven't got time, then what I would like to end this lesson with is to remind you, well, there's a possible solution that I've made for this magic sum of 23. You're welcome to have a go at it and discuss this in the class. Is the transition work. So you become in September, and the school would give you hopefully an access or maybe a printout for the summer transition booklet. What I would like you to do is, if you could complete that and bring it in when you come back to Huddersfield in September, that would give you a really good chance, so you'll be prepared in maths lessons, and it will give you a better chance of also doing well in your small test that we will do is to check what ability that you have in maths, so that we can put you in appropriate classes in September. So do bring them, please, complete them, and also hand them in to your maths teacher. Okay, also, I'm sure if you have a question in regards to this, if you remember in September, do ask me, please, about this particular activity. So this is the end of the lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a lovely summer. Thank you.